welcome back to ETalk. Well, we love to hate them, reality shows. I'm here with John, Virginia, and Sky, and they've picked out some reality shows that they think are pretty bad. Let me start with one that I think never should have aired at all. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo on TLC. What do you guys think? John, I know you have a special place in your heart for this
I'm a
show.
fan of it. I think it's really bad, but I like, you like it, even though it doesn't shine anybody in a good light, but it's fun to watch. I mean, they kind of, it kind of gives a really bad name to the South and to beauty pageants.
Especially if you've never been to the South before and you see the show and this is the only impression you have of people who live in the South. It's not a good impression. Virginia, what do you think?
I mean, I personally think it's gross. They do a lot of disgusting things. They really embarrass themselves and seem to be happy about it.
Yeah, we were
bobbing for pig's feet, mudslides, just
they had
gross things.
Yeah, and they did a redneck slip and slide.
The one thing I have to say about that is, it's all these crazy things that we look at as just absolutely appalling. But to them, they seem so genuinely happy that it's just fascinating.
It's almost
and that's
normal.
what draws the viewers, is the fascination with this lifestyle that we just don't understand. I mean, I'm sure that people from the South who don't live that way are probably offended that they're put in that light.
Offended.
Actually, absolutely offended.
What if you guys live in the South? Do any of you live in the South? Because I don't.
No.
I don't, so I wouldn't know.
We can't get a Southerner's opinion,
Well,
but that's okay. All right, moving north a little bit more, we're going to talk about Jersey Shore. It's in its last season.
Right.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God.
All right, Virginia, what do you have to say? You seem like you have some pretty strong feelings about it.
Well, I'm from Philadelphia, so just being from that area, it's just, they give it a horrible name. The people are trashy. All they do is pretty much get drunk and discuss themselves and fight, and it's just, you're not learning anything from it. It just makes you feel stupid.
You're not learning anything from it, but I have to say there was a period of time where I watched Jersey Shore every Thursday.
Oh, no.
Okay, but the thing is, I recognize that it's disgusting. They pretty much lay in bed all day and then go out and drink and do crazy things, and Snooki and her whole whatever, all of that.
Hopefully that baby is
I mean, it's just a
changing.
waste of time to watch it.
But it's...
You've
really
had
just
some
throwing
personal
away
experience
time.
with it. What do you tell us about that?
I went to their pizzeria in Florence, and they were hanging up bras. It was the pizzeria was just as trashy as the people.
Hanging up bras.
They hung up Snooki's bra.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, that is disgusting.
And that just shows how much it has impacted the rest of the world.
Right.
In a place like Rome that is so
when you're in a beautiful place.
beautiful,
Honestly,
and then Jersey Shore hits it, and that's what
If I saw
happens.
a bra hanging from a ceiling in a restaurant, I wouldn't eat there. And moving on to things that are I guess, in that realm of hanging from the ceiling, hoarders.
Oh.
What do you guys think about that show?
Sad.
I think it is sad.
It is sad.
I do like how they do it more documentary style. I think that brings a sort of authenticity to it in a way.
Right. It kind of allows you to connect to the characters more. But for me, what the saddest part is the children. They can't barely have friends over when their parents are hoarding all these things. It's embarrassing. I mean, they can't play anywhere, so.
It's not healthy. One of the hoarders' houses was just quarantined because they found some disease in there.
Yeah, that's bad.
I've seen some of the most disgusting things on that show, but I think that it's kind of productive for these people to take a step back and look at themselves.
Good.
Yeah,
they're
I think
cleaning out the houses as opposed to just watching people act like idiots.
they are being exploited, but it is helping them in a way with the self-realization and actually getting their life on track. So I think that's a positive for that show. But again, when you watch it, you just can't help but cringe or want to cry.
Definitely. Yeah, TLC seems to, they find a show, anything to make a show out of.
TLC, one show that I absolutely love to watch every Friday night, you will find me in front of the TV watching this, Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh, yes.
Is that
my
I've never seen it.
You're missing out. Let me tell you, you are missing out.
My 7-year-old brother loves that show. I don't know why.
Goodness,
and I find myself watching it with him.
He's going to want to go wedding dress shopping with you.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Who's I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yes,
just because he
probably.
saw it on Say Yes to the Dress.
I know. Yeah, I like that show. It's cool. I love wedding dresses. I love weddings and big events like that.
Yeah,
and
me
having people, I just don't know if I would myself go on one of those shows.
It is kind of a private moment where you're with your family trying to pick out your wedding dress. John, you're not really into this conversation, but I'm going to ask you, would you want a camera there and that kind of
I wouldn't want that exposure, you know, being on camera, like for such a private matter.
Right.
It's just, I mean, like, it's one thing to like film. I mean, it's not even like you don't want to, like, you can have your wedding filmed, but you don't want to film like every aspect of it, like what you pick to eat and what you wear. Like, keep that to yourself, because I mean, there are other problems that can arise during that. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think it should
definitely.
remain personal, not televised.
Well, with that being said, I love watching all the wedding dresses.
Yeah, you get good ideas.
And definitely.
future.
Yep. So make sure you guys tune in next week, because next week we are going to be talking about some pretty cool stuff here on ETalk. Until then,